Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Lavinia with Top Notch Property Management. Today we'll be talking about how to reduce your maintenance expenses when managing your rentals. Tenants will not take care of the property as is their own, so you should definitely do your best to provide the property with a higher quality material because they will last longer. You will be paying a little bit extra at the very beginning, but you will pay less in maintenance. For example, the cabinets, don't use the particle board cabinets because they don't do very well with water. And at one point somehow water will be spilled on them or it will be leaking somewhere and you should avoid using them. I would advise you to use the plywood constructed cabinets with real wood fronts, because like that, if anything happens to the front, you can paint it, stain it, sand it if needed. If it's real wood, you can absolutely refurbish it and make it look great. Since we're talking about wood, let's talk a little bit about exterior. You should avoid using wood outdoors because it's really hard to maintain. You have to sand it and treat it and stain it every year. So rather than using wood, use a more solid material that needs less maintenance, and maybe it can be easily washed with the water pressure and just look like brand new. They might be more expensive, but you will save more on the long run. Since we are outside, let's stay there a little bit and talk about how to keep the landscaping costs at minimum. Try to use as little grass as possible and use plants that are really low maintenance. You don't have to water them very often, but they still look great. Now going back inside our rental, when you paint the walls, I advise you to use a high sheen paint because it will be easily touched up, easily cleaned with a sponge, as opposed to a lower sheen, which if you use a sponge on it to clean it, you might remove the paint. So go for a semi-gloss or even gloss. Satin, eggshell or flat will not be as durable, and any damage to the wall will be harder to repair because when trying to clean it, you'll take the paint, or if you want to retouch it, then maybe you'll see the difference. So go with the paint with higher sheen. Also, it might be easier if you find a premixed shade of color that you like, because in case you need to come back after a tenant moves out and just touch up a wall, then you'll find it and it'll be exactly the same shade. When you buy something that is not premixed, even if you choose the exact color, when they mix it, it might not actually look the same. So I find that it's easier to buy a premixed one. Now let's talk about fixtures. You shouldn't be cheap on that because, again, if you spend a little bit of money up front, you'll have less headache later on. They will not break, they will be more durable, and so you'll save some money on the plumber or handyman, whoever will come to fix it, and on other damages that might happen when the cheaper fixtures that you initially bought will break. Also be careful with the doorknobs because they might leave holes in the drywall. So I suggest you spend few dollars on some door stops, but again, try to find something that is good quality that will not be damaged easily. You don't want to run in and out of properties to to change little things just because you tried to be cheap on few dollars. And a very smart thing to do is to seal the grout between the tiles. First of all, make sure that is applied correctly, and after that, seal it. It's extremely important to keep the humidity out. If water will get in between the tiles in the grout, it will damage and you will have to replace the entire area. So a very, very important tip not to forget is to seal the grout between the tiles. When it comes to flooring, I know we are used to feel the soft carpet underneath our feet, but maybe you want to consider something that is lasting and is waterproof, which is LVP flooring, luxury vinyl planks. There are two types. There are the rigid ones and the flexible ones, and in case the flooring is not very straight, I suggest to use the flexible one. They're way easier to install. You can use them throughout the entire rental, including bathrooms, because it's waterproof, it looks very good and is durable. And when it comes to appliances, make sure when you choose them, you choose a color that will be in style for a long period of time, because you don't want to pick something that it's in trend now and in few years it will go away. Appliances can last really long, so just go for white, black or stainless steel. They look amazing and they will never really get out of fashion. Don't go for crazy colors. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, please hit the like button, subscribe and share it with a friend. And if you want to contact me, my email will be written down below. Until next time, have a great day!